I recently bought this super cute snowman, but it came with a little defect. In today's video I'm going to show you how I fixed it. To fix the snowman I will be using a mending needle. You could use a large needle from a knitting machine if you have one, but the mending needle is smaller and easier to handle. What I'll do is to follow the pattern and try to pick up the right strand so it blends in. I will start from a secure stitch, so I'm using a blunt needle to stretch the end stitch at the bottom a little. The method is pretty simple. The first stitch goes behind the open latch and the second one goes into the hook. Then you pull the tool back and the second stitch slips over the first one. After knitting a stitch you can pull the needle upward to check if it lines up with the rest. You don't need to use every loose strand. In this case the fabric won't unravel, so I don't think this is actually a dropped stitch. Probably just something that happened with the machine during knitting. If you make a mistake you can always go back. Just pull out the needle and undo the last stitch. Then put the previous stitch back on the hook. As you can see, it's often just trial and error. The most important thing is to make it look neat, or at least hard to notice. Right now it looks like it matches the rest of the design pretty well. I'll put this stitch on a stitch marker. That will hold it in place until I work on the next row. For the next row, I'll start the same way by picking up the first stitch at the bottom. Then I'll knit the rest of the stitches up the same way. The second row is easier since I already know which strands to take. Pay attention here. This snowman is knitted with 2 strands of yarn. When you're latching up, make sure you grab both strands every time. And if you mess up, just push the needle up, close the latch and pull it out. At this point I think it looks pretty good. Now I'll knit the first stitch through the second one. Put the stitch on the hook first, then remove the stitch marker so it doesn't drop. Now there's just one live stitch left on the hook. To secure it, I'll use a strand of waste yarn and knit the stitch through it. Then I'll pull one of the yarn ends through the loop that forms. That creates a small knot in the middle. Now I just need to hide the yarn tails. Since it's white yarn, I'll weave the tails in the white parts of the design. Push the needle in somewhere, hook the yarn tails and pull them through. That looks much better. Now I'll tuck the tails a little tighter and trim them short. If you have yarn in the same color, you can use the double stitch technique to make it blend even more. But I'm happy with how it looks now. That's all for today. Have a great day and see you next time.